Hollywood Smile is a popularized name of the smile design concept, which we do for so many years in dentistry. And it involves changing the position, the shape and shape of the teeth with restorative materials.
Can everyone get a Hollywood Smile?
Of course, everyone can get a Hollywood Smile, but it is a very personal question because it involves a lot of aspects, like if the patient is satisfied with his or her smile, does it bother him or her, and if he or she can afford it, and there are too many aspects of this question. But at the end of the day, yeah, it is possible for everyone who is not satisfied with their smile.
So what is the steps and procedures that you're doing while achieving the Hollywood Smile?
The smile design process starts with the dental examination and x-ray examination of the patient. At the beginning, we ask about what patient wants, and we respond what we can do and what we cannot do. We take the photos of the patient along with the x-ray of the patient, and then we start the dental examination. And the patient explains us what he or she wants. Then we do a computer scan of the mouth to do a primary design about the patient's preferences. And after the examination, if the patient is satisfied with the result, then we move on with the treatment.
Is the Hollywood Smile procedure painful?
Actually, it is not. There are some side treatments to be done prior to the design of the teeth. These procedures are vital for the painless outcome of the treatment. At the beginning, we do root canal treatments, fillings, periodontal treatments, periodontal treatment being gum and the treatment of the gum and bone around the teeth, because sometimes patients do come to us with periodontal issues. And after that, we move on with the smile design process. If we do not those treatments prior to the beginning of the smile design process, problems elaborate. After we perform the primary treatments before the smile design process, we move on with the filing down of the teeth. The amount of filing down of the teeth is decided depending on the outcome we wish. Sometimes teeth are extremely malpositioned and we have to file them down more on one side, or sometimes a minimal, almost no filing down is required to gain the outcome we desired. So it totally depends on the position of the teeth and the relationship between the jaws. After the filing down is finished, we move on with the manufacturing of the temporary teeth. This is also done according to the design we decided at the beginning of the treatment. And then at the same day, we put on the temporary teeth to reduce or minimize the sensitivity filing down causes. And once the temporaries are put on, we move on with the manufacturing of the final restorations with the desired dental material.
Can patient choose the color and the shape of the teeth or for a Hollywood Smile?
Of course, as I mentioned previously, we decide the final outcome of design of the teeth at the beginning of the treatment with the patient on the computer. There is a huge variety of colors and shades depending on the system we are using, but most of the time patients do go with most the whitest shade.
How long does it take to get a Hollywood Smile?
Most of the time, it really depends on what we're gonna do to gain the smile. If the patient has missing teeth, we replace these missing teeth with dental implants, and after the placement of the dental implants, we need a healing process. After the healing process, we move on with the restoration of the teeth, and it takes around 6 to 10 days depending on the case.
Are veneers the only option for a Hollywood Smile?
Of course not. Depending on the case, depending on the position of the teeth, or depending on if the teeth have big restorations on them, sometimes we move on with full crowns. During the smile design process, we use full crowns or veneers depending on the case. And of course, the system we are using. For example, if we are using zirconia, it is impossible to go with laminate veneers. We have to move on with different systems.
And how should I maintain my dental health after getting the Hollywood Smile?
It is actually the same as your natural teeth. These days, sonic and ultrasonic toothbrushes are very popular to increase the efficiency of brushing experience, and also water floss devices that apply pressurized water to clean the deposits around the teeth are extremely helpful. So it is almost the same as your natural teeth. Sometimes if the patient has, for example, a bridge restoration, different flosses or interdental brushes are used to maintain the health of the teeth. But at the end of the day, it totally depends on the patient's motivation to maintain it.
Can pregnant women get a Hollywood smile?
We prefer not to, because pregnancy is a very fragile period of time. So sometimes patients do get stressed and they're coming from a different country. Sometimes patient has extra treatments to be done prior to the smile design process. So we prefer not to after the pregnancy. That is completely okay. But we wait for pregnancy to end.
Can I eat normally after a Hollywood smile?
Of course, we put on the teeth for patient to function as regular. So there are no changes of chewing experience after getting Hollywood smile.